everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to frost this 10-inch cake that I have here. It's 3 layers and I'm going to show you how to frost it with the watercolor effect. Here I have some teal green frosting, I have some light purple frosting, and I have some white frosting. I love this spatula here. This is my favorite. I love to use this one for frosting cakes. So I'm going to start with the purple on the top, and then I'm going to smooth it out. The reason why I love this spatula is because it's very firm and sturdy, and it's not wobbly or anything. It's very firm and sturdy, and I love how it gives me that effect of those firm edges. So I'm just going to start at the top like this. The key to frosting a good cake to have those nice edges, those smooth finishes, is to have a good turntable. And then I'm going to come here at the bottom with the other color. So I'm going to put the other color at the bottom because this is what the client requested. So you want to put thick layers of frosting. That way it gives you enough space to smooth it out, and when you scrape it, it doesn't take everything out that the cake shows. So just like that, you go all around. This is a 10-inch cake. All my cakes, I like them to be nice and tall, so I do 3 breads. And that's how you get that nice thick cake. So everything looks messy right now, but trust me, it's gonna be a good finish. Then I'm gonna come with the purple and do now some on the edges, just like that. I love working with buttercream. Buttercream is one of my favorites. And especially because it's a homemade buttercream. So I got that thick rustic layer, purple and the teal green. Now I'm going to do the white in between. Just to give it that watercolor effect. So I'm going to put white in here. Just kind of rub it in there. Like that. All around. Okay, it doesn't matter if the other colors come in between, because that's what we want. We want that watercolor effect. Okay, there we go. The next step we're going to do, my other tool that I love to use is this one. This is a cake scraper, dough scraper. People use it for many things. I use it to smooth my cakes. So the way I smooth my cake is I grab my left hand, I put it over like a cross, kind of like an X, a cross on the right side. And I leave my this scraper nice and straight. I push it against the cake, but not all the way. And then I just start scraping. I'm leaving the scraper where it's at, and I'm just turning the cake. And then I take off the excess. Again, my left hand across, and that's my left hand is the one turning the cake, the turntable around. I'm leaving my scraper stationary to the cake. And then we do that again. Now these holes that you see there, that you just fill it up with cake. I'm sorry, with buttercream. You fill it up with buttercream like this. You kind of just go all around and see where it needs to be filled up with buttercream. Okay. And then there's a little bit to be filled of the purple. Just put a little bit here. And then we continue again the same process. Your arm across the cake. It's the one turning like this. What I love about this scraper is that it's nice and tall. It gives you enough room and space for those tall cakes. Okay, so everything's coming along together. I see that I need more purple there on the edges, so I'm just going to add some purple. Just going to add it right here. Like that. And then I continue again the same step. I'm scraping the edges like this. I'm satisfied with how it came out. Since it's gonna come, I'm gonna do another rustic effect, but look at how beautiful that looks by adding that thick frosting and repeating those steps with your scraper. Next, I'm gonna bring my big serrated knife here that I like to use, and I'm just going to scrape off the edges like this. So every time you scrape, you want to clean your knife. Or you could grab a napkin and just clean your knife like this. You want to keep your knife nice and straight. So you can take off all those edges. Okay. Now this cake is going to have some decorations on top. It's a mermaid theme. So I'm just going to simply level it out. And it's also going to have some piping on the edges. So you just kind of want to check it out from the side, see if it's nice and leveled. And I'm satisfied with that. Next, I'm going to grab this mini offset spatula. And I'm going to do an effect on the side, like a scalloped effect. But first, I'm going to clean the board. Like this. Okay. I'm gonna grab the mini offset spatula. I'm gonna start at the bottom, and I'm just gonna tap it very lightly, not pressing too much on the cake, and I'm gonna work my way up. Just keep turning and work your way up like that. Look at how pretty that looks. Okay. Just if you see little bubbles here, just simply go over it again and those bubbles will go away. And there you have this nice and cute watercolor effect on a 10-inch. Okay. I have some tips here. This is Wilton 199 1M, and tip number 21. I'm going to fill it up with the icings to do some cute dollops at top. This tip here that I'm using is 199. Look how beautiful that looks when you mix the buttercream together. So there we go. I'm happy with that. So check that out. How beautiful does that look? Nice watercolor cake, all in buttercream. I hope you guys like